tonight with their head coach, Jeremy Elliott. 14th season for him as head coach. He has one state appearance in the history for Mount Vernon. They have 4 state trips, including a second-place finish in 1995, first-place finish in 1997, and additional appearances in 1999, and most recently in 2013. Currently on the year, 20-13 overall, including 19-10 in the Wombat Conference. And we are just about ready to get underway as Monticello will be up to bat first. They come in with a record of 20-10 on the season. For Monticello, number 23, the shortstop, Matt Modernot. Number 23, Matt Modernot, going to lead things off for Monticello. On the mound for Mount Vernon is a junior, number 24, Luke Eldred. Junior on here, and we are underway with our first pitch. High and outside for pretty good turnout here and pretty nice weather and nice little breeze helping out with not having it quite as hot tonight for the baseball action. Pitch number 2 inside for a strike. 1-1 the count on number 23 for Monticello, Matt Modernot, the junior. Pitch number 3. On the way, hit out. It's going to be a base hit into right field. And on first, lead off single for number 23, Matt Modernot. Brings up second baseman, number 3, Derek Modernot. And now number 3, Derek Modernot in for the Monticello Panthers. Back in the first round of District 7, 13-0 in 5 innings. Showing bunt. Taken for a ball, checks the runner over at first base, excuse me. To get ready for pitch number 2 here. Eldred, bunt laid down. Going to advance the runner, get the out at first. Sacrifice for the first out. Now ready. Sacrifice bunt to get the first out. The moves number 23, Matt Modernot, up to second base to bring up the third now for Monticello. It's number 27, Jesse Iben, another junior on this team. Here's the first pitch. Inside and a batter. That'll Iben to first base. As Mason up to next. He's also going to be starting pitcher for Monticello. Another junior on this. So Panthers on first and second, 1 out. Here in the top of the first inning, no score. Oh, checks around at second, line up in the pitch. Another one inside. Going to be called for ball number 1. Check up. Check by employee. Check up. Here. Pitch number 2 on the way. Delivery. Swings through it. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. And then number 32, starting pitcher Mason Newhart for Monticello. Runners on first and second base here in the top of the first inning. 1 out. Line up in the pitch. Another one. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count. Number 32, Mason Newhart, the junior for Monticello. Luke Eldred, the starting pitcher for Mount Vernon tonight, the junior. Looks in for the next pitch of the at-bat. Slow roll over the first, and he's going to miss it. Holding up the runner at third base. So now Monticello, bases loaded with just 1 out here in the top of the first inning. This is going to be down as an error to number 23, Tristan Wirfs of Mount Vernon. And that brings up now number 15, David Gray for Monticello. And Tyler Ospinarski comes in to run for the pitcher there at first base. And the infield getting meet here for Mount Vernon, excuse me. So here we are, top of the first inning is on every base, 1 out. No score yet here from Jenks Field between the Monticello Panthers and the Mount Vernon Mustangs. And meeting at the mound over, everybody back in position here, and we resume play. The bat for Monticello right now, number 15, David Gray, yet another junior on this Monticello team. A Monticello team that features just one senior, 8 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 7 freshmen. Here's the pitch. Right in, call strike. Well, 1 strike on the count here to start off for this 5th batter of the inning. Here's pitch number 2. It's going to be hit foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes now on the number 15 of David Gray for Monticello. Next pitch on the way could be a foul tip behind the catcher for our count at 0 balls and 2 strikes. Still 1 out, top of the 1st inning. Panthers on all bases at the moment. Here's the pitch. Going to be hit foul. So we stay at 0-2. Number 15, David Greer for Monticello, the junior up to bat here. Pitch is going to be low, called for a ball. First 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the count. David Gray into night with a batting average of .442. There's the pitch. Going to be called ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on the junior David Gray. 37 at-bats, 25 runs, 34 hits, including 2 doubles, 1 triple, and a home run on the year. It's another 1 foul. So this duel continues, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Panthers on every top of the 1st inning. David Gray, 22 RBIs on the year. Looking to get a couple more here on this one. And time called by the batter. Nice little breeze coming through here, hoping make it not quite as hot out there. There's a next pitch. It's going to be low for a ball. Full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pretty good battle here during catcher. Or batter, excuse me. Ball's going to be hit foul once again. So we continue. Full count. Panthers on every base. 1 out. Top of the 1st inning. So this Class 2A District 7 matchup between Monticello and Mount Vernon. Winner of this game advances on to play the winner of the 2nd game here tonight between Beckman and Clayton Ridge Central. Another foul ball, and it continues for junior David Gray. Coming in tonight with a .442 batting average on the season. So here we go again, full count. Going to be hit to the 3rd baseman. A run is going to score. Going to get the force out at 3rd. And the runner going to be called safe at 1st. So only 1 out there and an RBI. Fielder's choice. And it's now 1-0 in favor of the up on the scoreboard, Monticello Panthers. Brings up number 16, Jacob Mononach, freshman. Jacobs batting a .388 on the season coming into tonight. Pitch is going to be high and inside, called for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And the catcher for the Mustangs, number 3, Trenton Beatty, is going to go in and have a quick discussion with his pitcher, Luke Eldred. Quick meeting over. And here we go. Second pitch of the at-bat on the way to number 16, Jacob Monternock. Panthers on first and second. And at the end, call for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Jacob Monternock. Coming into the night, Monternock, the Jacob version of the Monternocks. 80 at-bats, 22 runs, 31 hits, 9 doubles, 20 RBIs on the season. As the next pitch is in for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs here in the top of the first with Monticello on the board early, 1-0. Checks your runner back at second. Keeps on staring him down. Here's the pitch. And foul tip. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Game number 1 of 2 games here tonight in Dyersville. Coming up at the conclusion of this one will be Beckman taking on Clayton Ridge Central. Clayton Ridge Central with a win over so 4-3 get them into the next round. Winner of the game will play the winner of that. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. And we got a full count again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Panthers on first and second base. 1-0. Monticello with the lead. So here we go. Full count. And he's going to take the runner back at second. No throw though. No play. Just to get him back. So we'll do it all over again. 3-2. To number 16, Jacob Monternock. Here's the pitch. It's going to be hit foul. So once again, full count. Monticello right away getting a lot of pitches out of Luke Eldred here in this first inning. A lot of battles going on to keep the pitch count high for him in just a half an inning. And it's going to be a slow roll over to first. First baseman makes a play, runs over to make the out. And now the first half inning of the first inning comes to a play for Monticello. Lead 1-0. You are listening to high school baseball on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Your dream is out there. Go get it. They'll protect it. Heinz Construction is proud to sponsor athletes, teams, coaches, and fans. All your construction needs. See the experts at Heinz Construction, Manchester.
Northeast Iowa Telephone Service in Manchester has everything you need to stay connected. Northeast Iowa Telephone has a staff of professionals available to help you get connected, from the installation of your new entertainment system to cable and data wiring in your home or business. Northeast Iowa Telephone Service is your sight, sound, and electronics connection on South Franklin Street in downtown Manchester.
Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence has over 100 years of experience. Wapsie Valley Creamery is a family-owned business dedicated to serving Eastern Iowa farmers. Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence, partners in excellence.
Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader wishes all the area athletes and coaching staff continued success. They realize the hard work and dedication it takes in and out of the classroom. Good luck from everyone at Brown Sales and Leasing, your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
Welcome back into Commercial Club Park in J Field in Dyersville for this Class 2A District 11 baseball game between the Monticello Panthers and the Mount Vernon Mustangs. On the mound for Monticello is going to be Mason Neward. He starts on the year with an overall record of 6-3. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be called for a strike on number 8, the leadoff batter for Mount Vernon, Marquise Dew, a junior on the team. Here we go for the second pitch of the at-bat. Called for a ball. 1-1 the count now. Mason Neward, the junior, making the start. 6-3 record on the year with a 1.11 ERA on the season. Third pitch is going to be hit foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now on the junior for the Mustangs, number 8, Marquise Dew. Next pitch on the way. Outside and in the dirt for ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Monticello up 1-0 here. Pitch on the way. It's going to be hit over to the shortstop, throw it over to first. It's going to be in time and scoops up for the first out of the inning. And now bring up number 7 now for number 7, Jack Cochran. Jack Cochran, sophomore. Going to be batting second here for Mount Vernon. They'll get ready for the first pitch. 1 out. Going to be hit foul to make the count 0-1. Monticello in this game after a win over MFL Marmac earlier in the first round of this District 7, 13-0 in 5 innings to make their way into this game, as the next pitch is going to be called strike. No balls and 2 strikes now on the sophomore outfielder Jack Cochran for Mount Vernon. Here's the pitch, going to be high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch is going to be right down and going to miss just a little bit. A couple of Monticello fans not quite agreeing with that one, but a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. With 1 out here in the bottom of the second, Monticello leading 1-0 over Mount Vernon. The next pitch is going to be swung and a foul tip to keep the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Nice night for baseball. 80 degrees, the current temperature here in Dyersville, with a nice little breeze coming in through us as well. Here's the pitch. It's going to be hit to the second baseman. Catches off out, throws it to the first baseman for the second out of the inning. So the ground out, the number 4-3 variety, second baseman to the first baseman. And now bring up the third batter for Mount Vernon. It is number 24, Luke Eldred, the pitcher for Mount Vernon. So here we go. Pitch going to be inside, but hit over to the third baseman. Can't quite field it in time. Makes the throw, but it won't be in time, and a base hit there for the pitcher for Mount Vernon, Luke Eldred, and that will put a Mustang on first. And they'll bring in the receiver. It'll be an integrator, 22, Matt Martin, taking his place at first base. Running for the pitcher, number 22. Matt Martin. Brings up number 21 for Mount Vernon. It is Jared Booth, a sophomore. Next batter up to be facing the pitcher from Monticello, Mason Neward. 2 outs. Staying on first. It should be low and inside. Number 1. 1-0 the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Monticello leading 1-0 over Mount Vernon. Second pitch of the at-bat is going to be hit right up the middle for a base hit. And the runner is going to think about going to third. Changes his mind for a second. They come back to get him. Looks like they got the tag with the umpire calling him safe as he gets back into second base. So base hit, Mount Vernon on first and second now. Number 23. The first baseman, Justin Morris. Matt Martin almost got caught in no man's land there as he took off towards third base, and then his coach told him to get back, and just able to slide underneath the tag there to get back in safe at second base. And Monticello going to be having a little bit of a meeting here with the pitcher, catcher, and infielders. Monticello coming into tonight, overall record on the year of 20-13 with their 34th game of the season, 19-10 in the Walmart Conference, 7-6 in the East Division, with head coach Jeremy Elliott in his Mount Vernon. So here we go. As the meeting gets broken up, we get back into the action. Pitch on the way, inside for a strike. Against number 23 for Mount Vernon is Tristan Worse, sophomore in up to bat here for the Mustangs against Mason Neward, pitching for Monticello. Pitch going to be right down the middle for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes on the count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Mustangs on first and second base. Neward with the pitch. Going to be a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Against number 23, Tristan Worse of Mount Vernon, sophomore. Right for the next pitch. It is going to be a roll. Check swing. Deferred to the umpire, said he didn't go, so we now have a count of 2-2. 2-2. Runners on first and second base. And swings through that one for the swinging strikeout. That first inning will come to an end. No runs on 1 hit as we go to the second inning. Monticello leads 1-0 on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staff from Financial Strategies and Dave's Complete Construction. For all of your financial planning and finance needs, see Vicki at Financial Strategies in Dyersville. And for all of your construction needs, see Dave at Dave's Complete Construction in Delhi.
Mix 94.7 KMCH.
To Dyersville, Iowa for this Class 2A District 7 baseball game between Monticello and Mount Vernon. Leading off for the Monticello Panthers, number 11, Cody Menster, showing bunt. And it's going to go foul to make our count 0-1. Monticello leading this game after 1 complete inning, 1-2-0 over the Mustangs of Mount Vernon. Monticello coming in tonight with an overall record of 20-10. Hit out into right field is going to be caught. And that will be the fly out variety for the first out. As up next for Mount Vernon, number 8, the designated hitter, Ryan Monadnock, freshman for Monticello. Comes in for the second at-bat of the inning. Going to be hit off foul for 0-1. Score update from Bill Logan after 1 inning. It's East Buchanan leading Starmont 3-0. We'll be checking in with updates from Bill for the East Buchanan Starmont game, as well as Edco and Maquoketa Valley. So the game's getting played in Edgewood. Second pitch on the way is going to be swung through and missed. 0-2 the count now against the freshman Ryan Martinock of the Panthers. Next pitch on the way, going to be a swing and a miss. Strikeout for the second out. That'll bring up number two, Tyler McDonald. Tyler McDonald in now for Monticello. First pitch can be swung through and missed for strike number one. McDonald coming in tonight with a batting average of a .306, 72 at-bats, 25 runs off of 22 hits. Second pitch is going to be missed for a ball and one strike. With pitcher for Mount Vernon, number 24, Luke Eldred. Next pitch is going to be swing and a miss for one ball and two strikes now. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Nobody on base. Here's the pitch. It's going to be hit towards the second baseman. Going to run over, pick it up, throw it over to the first baseman for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 for the inning for the Panthers. And or after 1.5, Monticello 1 and Mount Vernon nothing. You're listening to Class 2A District 7 baseball from KMCH Sports. Bottom of the second inning, Monticello leading 1-0. Here's a hit at the shortstop, picks it up, throws it over to first for the out for number 9, Tony Garcia, the leadoff batter for Mount Vernon. So 1 pitch and 1 out. For the first out. Ground out variety. Hitter, number 37, Travis Wright. Number 37 for Vernon up now, Travis Wright, the junior. Much better inning for Luke Eldred there after his first inning. 28 pitches in the first, only 9 there in the second inning. Out for having a quick 1-2-3 inning there for Mount Vernon. On the mound still for Monticello is number 32, Mason Neward. First pitch is going to be called in for a strike. Second pitch on the way. Swell through and misses it. It's going to be 0-2 the count now against number 37, Travis Wright of Mount Vernon, the junior. Next pitch going to be swung through and missed for a swinging strikeout. The second out of the inning as Trenton Betty coming up now for Mount Vernon, the sophomore on this Mount Vernon roster that features no seniors, 5 juniors, 10 sophomores, no freshmen, and 4 8th graders. So a young team here for this Mount Vernon Mustang team. First pitch is called for a strike. 0-1 the count against the sophomore Trenton Batty. This is going to be a foul tip behind the catcher for the second strike. 0-2 the count now. 2 outs, nobody on base. Next pitch, a little bit low and in the dirt. 1-2 count now. Mason Newer gets the sign, throws it in. Inside, misses for the ball. 2-2 now. Newer looking in, lines up for the throw. It's going to be high for a ball. Full count now on the number 3, Trenton Beatty. Full count, 2 outs, nobody on. This one's going to be hit in the field. It's going to get down. This one looks like extra. Nope. Going to hold it up at first. Looks like number 2. His line came back. So a 2-out single for the sophomore. And that brings up now number 1, Tyler Elliott. That brings up left fielder number 1, Tyler Elliott, left fielder, 8th grader on this team. As we mentioned before, a Union Mountain Vernon team that features no seniors and no freshmen, 5 juniors and 10 sophomores, as well as 4 8th graders on this team. Let's see. That would be, looks like 15, Carter Rodman coming in to run at first base. Courtesy runner. Pitch to number 1, Tyler Elliott, going to be hit foul. On the count. Courtesy runner for the catcher for Mount Vernon, number 15, Carter Rodman. So Mustang on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Monticello leading 1-0 over Mount Vernon. Second pitcher leading at bat here. Swung through and tipped, fouled for the second strike. No balls and 2 strikes. After 2 innings, East Buchanan leading Starmont 3-0 in Edgewood. Thanks to Bill Logan for those updates of that game. The next pitch from Newhart is going to be called a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on first base for Mount Vernon. Tyler up to bat, 8th grader. Going to be hit at the third baseman, can't quite pull it in. It's going to roll out into the outfield, and that will put Mount Vernon Mustangs on first and second base now. And on the error. One will go down as an error. The D5 to the third baseman. Bring up number 8, Marquise Dew for the Mount Vernon Mustangs, junior on the team. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the second inning, with Monticello leading 1-0 over Mount Vernon. Mason Newhart throws in the pitch, going to be a strike. No balls, 1 strike to start off the at-bat for Marquise Dew. Next pitch, going to be hit out in the center. Center fielder looking out under it, and they'll camp under it for the inning. So Mount Vernon strands 2, and at the end of the second inning, it is Mount Vernon 0 and Monticello 1. You are listening to Class 2A District 7 baseball from KMCH Sports.
Great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department.
Sukup corn drying pans, heaters, and drying floors, all in stock. Good luck to all area and coaching staff for continued success from the guys at New Vienna Ag Automation, your stocking Sukup service dealer in New Vienna.
Mix 94.7 KMCH.
We head into the third inning here with Monticello leading over Mount Vernon 1-0 with Matt Modernock up to bat for the Panthers. First pitch going to hit it right at the third baseman. Picks it up, throws it over to first. For the first out, one pitch and one out. Ground out for the first out. It'll be the ground out variety as coming up now for Monticello, number three, Derek Modernock. Next batter up in the inning. Talking earlier, Luke Eldred, the pitcher for Mount Vernon. 28 pitches in that first inning, but only 9 in that second inning, and now 1 here and 1 out in the third inning. Gotta be thinking that's helping him a little bit. Pitch is going to be a low, called for a ball. 1-0 the count on number 3, Derek Modernock Jr. for Monticello. They're coming in with a batting average of .290 a year. Next pitch is going to be called a strike, 1-1 the count. Derek Modernock, 72 at-bats on the year, 21 hits, 16 runs, 1 double, and 11 RBIs on the season. Next pitch, going to be a chop right back up to the pitcher, catches it, throws it over, and makes the out for out number 2. Ground out for the ground out for the second out of the inning, and that brings up number 27, Jesse Iben, center fielder for Monticello. Jesse coming in with a batting average of .368 on the season. Still, East Buchanan 3, Starmont 0 after 3 innings in Edgewood, as the first pitch against Iben is going to be a strike. 0-1 the count, 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the third inning. Pitch is going to be swung through and missed the strike. 0-2 the count now against the junior Jesse Iben. Iben 76 at-bats, 28 hits, 19 runs, 2 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs on the year. This is going to make its way through for a base hit. So safe into first, getting past the second baseman there. Number 32, Mason Newhart. Number 32, Mason Newhart, now up to bat, the starting pitcher for the Panthers. With a runner on first base, 2 outs, and Monticello leading 1-0 over Mount Vernon. Pitcher Eldred looks in, we have to throw it over to first, and close play, but called safe. Checking the runner back over at first, able to get in under the tag. Against Iben out there at first base. He's going to try him again. This time gets back in safely pretty easily. Iben over there at first base. Mason Newhart up to bat. 2 outs, runner on first. Monticello leading 1-0 over Mount Vernon. Here's the pitch. Swung and missed. To give us an 0-1 count. Don't forget, coming up at about 7 o'clock tonight, we'll have West Delaware softball. John Swisher, as well as Jamie Vasky, bringing you West Delaware versus Waverly Shellrock. That's coming up after this. Runner's going to go on that pitch. Throw into second base, and he's going to be caught stealing at second, and that's how the inning will come to an end. So, after 2.5, it is still Monticello 1, Mount Vernon 0. You're listening to Monticello Class 2A District 7 baseball from KMCH Sports.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crops to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
Eastern Iowa's Variety Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Leading off for Mount Vernon, the player fielder, number 7, Jack Cochran. Bottom of the third inning now we go. As leading off for Mount Vernon, number 7, Jack Cochran, sophomore team. First pitch going to be rolling outside for a ball. 1-0 count here at the bottom of the third inning. Monticello leading 1-0 over Mount Vernon. And pitch going to be fouled away to make the count now 1-1. 1-1 against number 7, Jack Cochran of Mount Vernon. Mason Newhard brings it in for the third pitch of the at-bat. It's going to be inside, calls for a ball, 2-1 now the count. Mentioned the youth on these teams here tonight. One senior combined between the two teams, and that would be on Monticello. This one's hit up towards the second baseman, able to field it off the hop, throw it over the first for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up number 24, the pitcher, Luke Eldred, coming up to bat now for Mount Vernon. With 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third inning. Monticello leading Mount Vernon 1-0. Winner of this game moves on to play the winner of the second game here tonight between Beckman and Clayton Ridge Central as a first pitch. Inside for the ball. 1-0 the count. Again, one senior between these two teams. That would be for Monticello. Parker Cray, the lone senior in the game, as this one's going to be hit out for a base hit, maybe even more, and he is going to go in for a stand-up double. Stand-up double for the pitcher, Luke Eldred, there. Hit out in between the right and center fielder, and that will bring up now number 21 for Mount Vernon, Jared Booth, number 22, as Mount Vernon brings out Matt Martin, the eighth hitter, to a courtesy run for the pitcher. So 1 out, a Mustang on the second base, as Jared Booth comes up to bat against Mason Newhard. Here we go. First pitch of the at-bat is going to be and inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Runner on second base. Pitch on the way, going to be hit out into right field. This is just going to stay fair, and that will definitely score a run there. The RBI double scores a run and ties up this ball game at 1-1. So an RBI double for Jared Booth. So 1-1 the score now with 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning between Monticello and Mount Vernon. As Tristan Worsh comes in, sophomore, number 23 for Mount Vernon, with a runner again on second base. 1 out, 1-1 our score. Pitch going to be called for a ball. 1-0 the count against the batter Tristan Worsh for Mount Vernon, one of the 10 sophomores on the team. Second pitch of the at-bat is also going to be the ball. 2-0 the count now against Worsh. Mason Newhard pitching for Monticello. 6-3 record so far in the year, 50 and a third innings pitched. ERA of 1.11 coming into tonight. This one is going to be lifted up into center field. The center field is going to make his way back, can't under it. Throw in as the runner tag is going to get up into third base, standing up. Advances the runner there. Fly out for the out to bring up the second baseman for Mount Vernon, number 9, Tony Garcia, another sophomore. For the runner on third base, 2 outs. Tie ball game between Mount Vernon and Monticello in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch is going to be right down the middle, called strike 0-1 the count now against Tony Garcia, the sophomore of Mount Vernon. Good pitch there by Newhart. Second pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing, but it's going to be called a strike anyway. 0-2 the count now with a Mustang on third base. Tie ball game, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Next pitch is high, going to be called for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Newhart trying to make the batter chase it. Next pitch on its way, going to be lifted foul out of play to make it the count stay. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch on the way, going to be called inside for a strike, and gets out with the batter runner on third base. We got a tie ball game, 1-1, Mount Vernon and Monticello. As we go into the 4th inning, you're listening to Monticello area postseason baseball from KMCH Sports. Mason Newhart. Into the 4th inning we go. As leading off for Monticello, number 32, the pitcher, Mason Newhart. 1-1 our score between Monticello and Mount Vernon. First pitch of the at-bat, going to be chopped to the pitcher. Takes it up, throws it over to first for the first out. So again, 1 pitch and 1 out here as we start off the 4th inning. Throw out for the first out. As coming up now, left field for Monticello, number 15, David Gray. Coming into a 4.42 batting average on the season for the junior. First pitch of ball. 1-0 the count. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th inning. Monticello and Mount Vernon tied 1-1. So here we go. Next pitch to Gray. Inside, call for ball number 2, 2-0 the count with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Gray, one of 8 juniors on this Monticello team. 1 senior, 8 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 7 freshmen. The next pitch going to be called strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. For pitcher Luke Eldred of Mount Vernon. Looks in, gets the sign from his catcher, number 3, Trenton Beatty. Line up and pitch. Going to be tipped foul. Back behind the catcher. And makes the count now 2-2 against the junior David Gray for Monticello. Gray coming in tonight with the second highest batting average on the team for Monticello, right behind the pitcher Newhart. .442 batting average on the season. Pitch is going to be inside, called for ball number 3, and we got a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Ready for the next pitch. Throws in, going to be called for the strike. So strikeout for the second out of the inning, and it'll bring up now number 16, Jacob Modernat, freshman catcher for Monticello. Comes in here, 2 outs, nobody on. Jacob Modernat with the 3rd highest batting average on the season. He's going to hit this one over the third baseman, picks it up, throws it over the first for the quick 3rd out. 1, 2, 3, Monticello goes down. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning with our score tied 1-1 between Monticello and Mount Vernon. You're listening to Monticello postseason Class 2A District 7 baseball from KMCH Sports. And into the bottom of the 4th inning we go between the Monticello Panthers and Mount Vernon Mustangs. Score update from Bill Logan over in Edgewood. It is still East Buchanan 3, Starmont 0 after 4 innings in their matchup. Game number 2 in Edgewood coming up will be Edco and Maquoketa Valley. So the winner of East Buchanan Starmont takes on the winner of Edco Maquoketa Valley. Winner of this game will play the winner of the next one between Beckman and Clayton Ridge Central. First pitch of the at-bat up to number 37 is going to be hit to the shortstop, throws over to first for the first out of the inning. Number 37 for Mount Vernon, the leadoff batter of the inning, Travis Wright. And that will be catcher number 3, Trenton Beatty for Mount Vernon. Mason Newhart pitching here in his 4th inning of duty now. First pitch of the at-bat is going to be thrown in, called for a strike, 0-1 the count with 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-1 our score between Mount Vernon and Monticello. Second pitch of the at-bat, again, called for a strike, quick 0-2 count against the sophomore catcher, Trenton Beatty from Mount Vernon. Next pitch, ball, 2-1 count now as we get ready for the 4th pitch of the at-bat. Delivery and the throw going to be outside, called for a ball, 2-2 the count now against the sophomore catcher for Mount Vernon. With nobody on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Next pitch, low and inside, full count now. 2 quick strikes, followed by 3 balls, makes it a full count. Here's the pitch from Newhart. Going to be called for a strike. Got him looking for the second out. And that will now bring up number 1 for Mount Vernon, 8th grader Tyler Elliott, coming in the bat for Mount Vernon with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 our score between the Panthers and Mustangs with the pitch right down the center, called for a strike, and it's 0-1 against the 8th grader. Mason Newhart, the pitcher, second pitch thrown low, going to be called a ball. Coming into tonight, overall record of 6-3 with a 1.11 ERA. 8 runs against him. Next pitch also going to be called a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike now against the 8th grader for Mount Vernon, Tyler Elliott. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. Going to be chopped. Pitcher picks it up, flips over to first base to make the out. And that's how the bottom of the 4th inning will come to an end. 3 up and 3 down for the Mustangs. We'll go to the 5th. You're listening to Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into your playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Mix 94.7 KMCH.
And leading off for Monticello here in the top of the 5th inning is the number 11, the junior Cody Minster. Coming in with a batting average of .29 on the season. Is the first pitch of the at-bat. Going to be called for a strike. 0-1. Cover up with you here on this Tuesday evening. As the second pitch on the way, also going to be called for a strike. 0-2 the count now against the junior Cody Minster. We're in Dyersville for the Class 2A District 7 baseball matchup between Monticello and Mount Vernon. Third pitch, low and inside. 1-2 the count now. No outs. Tie ball game between Monticello and Mount Vernon. Monticello with 1 run at the beginning of the game in the first inning. Mount Vernon then able to tie it up in the bottom of the 3rd inning to get us to 1-1 as the next pitch fouled back behind the catcher. 1-2 the count against the junior Cody Minster. Minster on the year, 69 at-bats with 20 hits and 12 runs. The next pitch from Luke Eldred going to be for a strike, so strike out for out number 1. And that'll bring up now designated hitter Ryan Modernock, freshman from Monticello. 1 out and nobody on in the top of the 5th inning. Here we go, Eldred with the pitch in, and he calls the ball. 1-0 the count. Eldred gets the sign from the catcher Beatty for the second pitch of the at-bat. Going to be chopped over the first baseman. He's going to flip over the pitcher covering for the second out. So 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th inning. And that'll bring up now number 2 for Monticello, Tyler McDonald. One of the juniors on this Monticello roster. Tyler McDonald with a .306 batting average coming into tonight. 22 hits on 72 at-bats and 25 runs. First pitch going to be swung through and missed for strike number 1. 0-1 the count with 2 outs. Nobody on here in the top of the 5th inning. Second pitch of the at-bat is going to be low for a ball. 1-1 the count now against the junior Tyler McDonald up to bat for Monticello. Third pitch of the at-bat on its way. Going to be hit right at the center. Second baseman is going to miss it off of a bad hop. Goes down in the outfield. So on with the error will be number 2, Tyler McDonald, takes to the first base. The 2-out error. As it'll now bring up number 23, Matt Modernock, junior shortstop for Monticello tonight. With 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning and on first. Throw over to first base. Sliding in safely there is McDonald. So we'll wait for the first pitch of this at-bat once again. Eldred checking over. Second. There's the pitch. Could be low in the dirt. Catcher had a hard time finding it at first, but McDonald going to wait before heading off in the second, so it stays at first. 1-0 the count now against Modernock. Going to throw it back over to first again. Sliding in safely underneath the tag once again is McDonald. We'll do it again. Still 1-0, 2 outs. Runner on first base here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-1 tie ball game between Monticello and Mount Vernon. Here's the pitch. Going to be a ball. 2-0 the count now against Matt Modernock, the junior for Monticello. Pitch number 3 of the at-bat. Elder going to check over at first, and here's the pitch. Called for another ball. Count now. Another throw over to first base. Sliding in safely is McDonald once again. Expecting him to do the steal attempt, it appears. Here's the pitch. And a strike called. 3 balls and a strike now against the junior Matt Modernock. 3-1, 2 outs, runner on first base. Top of the 5th inning. 1-1 score. Throw over to the first. Sliding in safely once again is Tyler McDonald. Trying to catch him napping over there. Able to slide in safely once again, though. So we'll try again. 3 balls, 1 strike against Matt Modernock. Here's the pitch. It's going to be lifted, and it's going to find down. It's going to be a big hit. Maybe even a couple of more. Then this runner home from first, and he's going to score standing up. A 2-out triple for the junior Matt Modernock. And Monticello regains the lead at 2-1. The 2-out triple from junior Matt Modernock. Good base running there as well by McDonald to be able to score from the first base. Wind picked up there. So now bring up number 3, Derek Modernock, junior for Monticello. So they're running on third base, 2 outs, and also leading 2-1. First pitch going to be called a strike. 0-1 the count now. Monticello leading 2-1 now after that 2-out RBI triple. Here's the pitch. Going to be low for a ball. 1-1 the count now. We're even against Derek Modernock. Derek Modernock coming into tonight with a .292 batting average. 21 hits off of 32 at-bats. Next pitch going to be low for a ball. 2-1 the count now. 2 outs, runner on second base. And Monticello leading Mount Vernon 2-1. And catcher Trent Beatty going to go out and talk to his pitcher Luke Eldred. Calm down a little bit. Quick discussion just between the two of them as Beatty heads back. And we'll continue onward here. Down the 5th inning, 2-1 count with 2 outs. And Monticello leading 2-1 with a runner on third base. Derek Modernock up to bat. Here's the pitch. He's going to chop it back up to the pitcher. Makes it Throws it over to first base. The third out of the inning, but not before Monticello adds on one run off of the 2 out, and that'll make it now Monticello 2 and Mount Vernon 1. You're listening to Class 2A District 7 baseball from KMCH Sports.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Honey Creek Storage has 2 locations for your storage needs, with units now available in several different sizes. Honey Creek Storage wishes all area athletes and coaches continued success. Honey Creek Storage. Check them out at www.honeycreekstorage.com.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Lyon, Strawberry, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Eastern Iowa's high school sports play-by-play leader, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Leading off for Mount Vernon, the third baseman, number 8, Marcus 2. Back into Dyersville here for this Class 2A District 7 baseball game between Monticello and Mount Vernon. Monticello leading it after 4.5, 2-1 for the first of the inning. Low and inside for a ball against number 8 for Mount Vernon, Marquise Dew. Score update from Edgewood. It is now 5-0 East Buchanan over Starmont after 5 innings. As we're here in Dyersville for game number 1 of 2 here tonight in Dyersville. Coming up after this one will be Clayton Ridge Central against Beckman. Winner of this game and the next one will face off against each other. This one's going to be hit at the shortstop, thrown over. Going to be in time to the first baseman for the first out of the inning. For the first out. And now I'll bring up the center fielder, number 7, Jack Cochran, the sophomore. First pitch called for a strike. Good looking one there from Newhart to make the count 0-1. 1 out. Well, there's nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Monticello leading Mount Vernon 2-1. Second pitch on its way, another called strike. No balls and 2 strikes now. Newhart looking in, getting the signs from his catcher, knock. Third pitch of the at-bat's going to get away a little bit before they ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. I'd take the time to thank our regular KMCH sports boosters as well as our extra tournament sponsors to bring you postseason baseball, as swinging that one there for the strikeout is Jack Cochran. So swinging strikeout for Newhart for the second out of the inning. And now I'll bring up the third batter of the inning, number 24, pitcher for Mount Vernon, Luke Eldred. Newhart with the pitch. And strike is the call. 2 outs and nobody on. Monticello leads 2-1 over Mount Vernon here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-1 the count now against the pitcher, Eldred. Second pitch, called strike once again. Good pitching coming out of the junior Mason Newhart here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 0-2 the count. Pitch on the way, going to be chopped up. Takes it up, goes over first. It's going to be in time for the out. And that'll be the third out. Round out variety, the 6-3 to the shortstop as we go to the sixth inning now. It's Monticello leading 2-1 over Mount Vernon. You're listening to Monticello postseason area baseball from KNCH Sports. Along with in-studio producer Ashley Brainy, we are into the second inning, the sixth inning. Don't know what I'm saying about there. First pitch was going to be a strike, showing bunt now. There's number 27 for Monticello. But he's not quite going to make it to first base in time. Jesse Eidman for the first out, the ground out for the first out of the inning here. And out of the sixth inning, with Monticello leading a 2-1 over Mount Vernon. Up that now for Monticello, number 32, pitcher Mason Newhart. Pitch from Eldridge is going to be inside, for ball. 1-0 now. 1 out in the top of the sixth inning. Second pitch of the at-bat. Going to be called for a strike. 1-1 the count now against the pitcher Newhart. Newhart coming in with a batting average of 4.58 into tonight. That one's going to be foul tip off to the side there, and it'll be 1-2 the count now against the pitcher. A nice night for baseball here in July. Next pitch is going to be high and inside to make the count even now, 2-2. Time called by the batter Newhart, steps back in, and here we go. 2-2 the count. 1 out here in the top of the sixth inning. This one's going to be hit foul over where the Clayton Ridge Central War Eagles are warming up. They are playing game number 2 here against the Beckman Blazers. Winner of that game faces the winner of this game. That pitch is going to be called for a strike. Strikeout looking for the second out of the inning. The left fielder, number 15. And that's going to bring up number 15, David Gray, the next batter here with 2 outs in the top of the sixth inning. Fourth season all for the head coach at Monticello. And it's 7th overall, as this one's going to be hit to the shortstop, but he can't quite pick it up off the mound. So reaching first there is David Gray on the error. So that'll now bring up the catcher, number 16, Jacob Monarch, the freshman. Again, Monticello coming into tonight, overall record of 20-10, including 8-2 in non-conference games as a throw over to first base, sliding in time. So we'll try again here. No balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first base with Monticello leading 2-1 over Mount Vernon. Monticello finishing at third in the north side of the River Valley division. As foul tip behind the catcher for the first at bat. Makes count 1-1. Monarch steps in. Pitch from Eldred. Going to be called for a strike. Jacob Monarch looking over to his coach, getting some signs. Runner on first base. Here's the pitch from Eldred. It's going to be fouled off of the umpire's helmet. Count now. Against the freshman Jacob Monarch. Throws over to first again. Very napping over there at first base. Sliding in safely. 1-2 is our count. 2 outs. Runner on first base. Here's the pitch. Going to be hit foul. So foul off. Our count at 1-2. For Jacob Monarch, the freshman catcher for Monticello. Wind up in the pitch from Edridge. It's going to be skied up. It's going to be going foul. Not able to make a play on it. Lands in the bleachers. And it'll keep our count at 1-2. Again, don't forget, coming up after this game, John Special Games Askew will be bringing West Delaware softball. They take on Waverly Shellrock. Continue to get updates from Bill Logan for East Kansas Dermot, as well as Edco and Concord Valley games being played in Edgewood. Next pitch going to be a drop to third strike. You're going to throw it over the first, making out. And that's how the top of the sixth inning comes to a close. It will Monticello 2 and Mount Vernon 1. Coming back for the bottom of the sixth inning, you're listening to High School Area Baseball Sports.
Have knee, ankle, or muscle pain from training hard? Are you looking for a simple, quick, and safe way to relieve that pain? Long-Term Medical Supply can help with their new non-prescription TENS device. Stop by the Long-Term Medical Supply location in downtown Manchester and relieve your athlete's pain today.
Area high school sports scores and results every weekday on Eastern Iowa's sports leader, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Into the bottom of the sixth inning now in Dyersville between Monticello and Mount Vernon. First pitch from pitcher Newhart going to be called a ball. Newhart coming into this inning has retired 8 batters in a row against Mount Vernon. 2-1 is our score. Second pitch of the at-bat on its way. Going to be chopped up to the shortstop. They will pick it up, throws it over to first. And got him in time for the first out. Ground out. Now we'll go down to the inning and bring up number 23 for Mount Vernon, Kirsten Worse, the sophomore. Score update from Edgewood. UC Cannon still up 5-0 over Starmont after 6 innings there. Thank you, Bill Logan, for those updates. Yeah, Neil, you can bring us updates as well from Game 2 from Edgewood between Edco and Maquoketa Valley. I'll also be sending in some different updates for the second game here between Beckman and Clayton Ridge Central. Next pitch on the way, going to be called for a strike to make the count 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the sixth inning, and Monticello leading Mount Vernon 2-1. 6 assists so far for Monticello. Seeing quite a few ground ball tappers coming his way, as this next pitch is fouled behind the catcher to make the count 0-2. Next pitch, ball, to make the count 1-2. One out, nobody on here. In the bottom of the sixth inning for Mount Vernon. Newhard. Pitch on the way, called for a ball. 2-2, evens the count. Newhard now has retired 9 batters in a row. Next pitch from Newhard on the way. Pitch, ball is going to be hit up. Catcher looking for it, chases it down. Can't quite read it from it as it's hit foul. So we'll do it again. Can't quite find it between the sun and how high that one was hit. So it keeps our count even at 2-2 with one out, nobody on here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Yet Monticello coming in tonight after winning their first round matchup against MSL Marmac in 5 innings. Mount Vernon got a first round bye here. As that pitch called a ball, much to the dismay of the Monticello fans here in attendance. To make it full count now against the sophomore, Tristan Works. This one's going to be hit right at the shortstop, and he's going to catch it. So the second out of the inning. So number 23, Matt Monternock, the shortstop, making all sorts of play. Garcia assists on an out, and now they fly out right to him. As that now brings up the next batter for Mount Vernon, number 9, Tony Garcia. As Newhart has now retired another batter for Mount Vernon. First pitch, call the strike. 0-1 our count. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the sixth inning, and Monticello leads Mount Vernon 2-1. Second pitch of the at-bat on its way. Going to be chopped up right at the shortstop once again. He will pick it up, throw it over to first, but the throw is going to throw the first base, pull the first baseman off the bag. So in safe is the batter for Mount Vernon. On the error. Now that is. So Garcia reaching on the error there, and that now brings up number 37 for Mount Vernon, Travis Wright. As we got 2 outs with a runner on first base for Mount Vernon. First pitch of the at-bat, going to be hit at the shortstop once again. Picks it up, throws over to first. This one will be in time, and we'll keep the first baseman on the bag. For the third out, to the 7th inning. Monticello still leading Mount Vernon 2-1. You're listening to Area High School Playoff Baseball from KMCH Sports.
GMB Bank in Manchester is proud to support all area athletes and their communities. The GMB team is your connection to convenient banking and everyday time savers, like your debit card, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. Connect with a financial partner who truly understands your needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all of your new construction, plumbing, and repair needs, rely on John, owner of Hidden Plumbing in Anamosa. Hidden Plumbing is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. For your plumbing needs, Hidden Plumbing in Anamosa, everywhere.
KMCH.
Munster set to lead things off for Monticello here in the top of the inning, with Monticello leading Mount Vernon 2-1. Pitcher for Mount Vernon, number 24, Luke Aldred. Recognize that name, son of a talented assistant coach on the team who played Major League Baseball as a pitcher for 14 seasons from 1991 to 2005. Played for the Brewers as well as the White Sox and the Cardinals, pitching in relief in the World Series for St. Louis Cardinals in 4. 1-1 our count here in the top of the 7th inning. Third pitch of the at-bat called a strike. Eldred coming into this inning, having pitched thrown 95 pitches so far in this game, with 5 strikeouts and no walks. Number 11 for Monticello, Cody Munster up to bat, and he's going to swing through and miss this one for the third strike. So a strikeout for the first out of the inning brings up now number 8, Ryan Modernock. Designated hitter. Ryan Modernock coming in with a batting average of 200. 10 hits off of 50 at-bats is the first pitch. Going to be a ball for Eldred. Second pitch of the at-bat on the way. Right down the middle for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Nobody on. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. But Monticello looking to add some insurance runs here as they lead 2-1. Next pitch going to be called for a strike. 1-2 the count now against Modernock. As Eldred looks into the catcher Beatty for the sign. Winds up and the pitch. Going to be hit, thrown up into the first baseman and caught by the first baseman there for the second out of the inning. And brings up number 2, Tyler McDonald for the Panthers. 2 outs and nobody on, and Monticello leads over Mount Vernon 2-1. This one's going to be a chop back up. Third baseman's going to take it up, throw it over to first, and in time for the quick 1-2-3 inning here. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, and Mount Vernon leading at least 1 run here to keep the game going. 2-1, Monticello leads over Mount Vernon. Bottom of the 7th inning on the way on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Overall herd health, breed back rates, and profit potential with wind and rain mineral from Purina. Best of luck to all area athletes, teams, and coaches from Carl's Feed and Farm Store in Manchester.
Strength on its own can be impressive. When consistency is added, that's when it becomes real. Northwestern Mutual has been able to deliver real financial strength for over 150 years through every economic environment. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. Northwestern Mutual, insurance, investments, ideas.
Hillside Manufacturing is your small machine shop on Campo Road in Delhi. Hillside Manufacturing specializes in boat docks, metal fabrications, custom powder painting, and manufacturing outdoor wood boilers. Call Daryl and Deanna Hogan at 563-922-9026 today. Hillside Manufacturing. Go Wildcat.
Your summer station. I like it.
Mix 94.7.
And we head into the bottom of the 7th inning here with Monticello leading Mount Vernon 2-1 in this Class 2A District 7 baseball game. First strike from Newhard. First pitch called a strike against the batter for Mount Vernon, number 3, catcher Trenton Bailey. Coming into this inning, 82 pitches for Newhard. This one's going to be chopped up to the third baseman, running on, catch it, throws it over to first in time for the first out. Coming into this inning, 82 pitches for Newhart at plate with 5 strikes, no walks. No walking, the left fielder, number 1, Tyler. So we got 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Monticello leading 2-1. As up to bat now for Mount Vernon, number 1, the 8th grader, Tyler Elliott. Update from Edgewood. East Buchanan has defeated Starmont 5-0. Thank you to Bill Logan for those updates. East Buchanan will move on to play the winner of the second game there in Edgewood between Edco and Maquoketa Valley. So East Buchanan 5-0 winners over Starmont tonight. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning here with Mount Vernon trailing Monticello 2-1. As the batter for Mount Vernon, Elliott, behind, or even in the count, 1-1, 1 out. This one going to be hit up the center. Come over to pick it up is the shortstop throw over in time for the second out. And Mount Vernon down for their last out now. As up to bat is number 8, Marquise Dew, the junior. With 2 outs, nobody on. Monticello leading Marquise 2-1 over Mount Vernon. Again, the winner of this one moves on to play the winner of the next game here in Dyersville between Beckman and Clayton Ridge Central. There you go. Newhart with the pitch, throws it in for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. With 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Mount Vernon down to their last out. Here we go. Newhart with the pitch, throws it. Going to be called for a strike. 1-1 the count against the junior, number 8, Marquise Dew for Mount Vernon. Pitch on the way, going to be chopped at the second baseman. Bobbles it over, throws it over to first base, and gets it in time. That game will come to an end. Monticello has defeated Mount Vernon here, 2-1 to move on to the next round here in this Class 2A District 7 baseball game. Monticello defeats Mount Vernon by a score of 2-1. We'll check back in here with Dan McCoy and check back in with you in just a couple of moments. You're listening to Area High School football baseball on TNT Sports.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Eastern Iowa's Variety Station, Mix 94.6 KMCH.
And welcome back into Dyersville, Iowa, as Monticello picks up the 2-1 win here over Mount Vernon. They'll now move on to play the winner of the next game coming up here in just a little bit between Beckman and Clayton Ridge Central. That game right back here in Dyersville, starting at 7 o'clock on Saturday. So they'll wait the winner of this next one here. We will be sending in updates, as coming up next will be West Delaware softball action as the Hawks take on Waverly Shellrock. One quick score update once again, that East Buchanan has defeated Starmont tonight 5-0 in Edgewood. As we take a look now at the stats for tonight's game, joined now by PA announcer Dan McLean. And Dan, pretty good ball game all around here tonight.
Great game, only 7 hits in the game, only 3 runs. There were 6 errors, but the errors only played effect on one of the runs, and that was Monticello's second run. Hitting-wise for Monticello, Matt Modernock had 2 of the 3. That's a triple and a single. The triple drove home Tyler McDonald, who had reached on an error in the 5th, which proved to be the decisive run. For Mount Vernon, Jared Booth had 2 hits, a single and a double. Luke Eldred, the pitcher, had 1 hit, and he scored that as a double. And Trenton Beatty, the catcher, had a single and was strained on second in the second inning. Obviously, a 2-1 game, not many hits, great pitching both sides. Mason Newhart, the winning pitcher, only allowed 4 hits. He had some struggles early. He'd get the first 2 outs in the first 2 innings and then let the next 2 batters get on, but all 4 of those runners were stranded. Mount Vernon only scored when Luke Eldred and Jared Booth had back-to-back doubles. His pitching performance was outstanding through 92 pitches in the game, only 30 for balls. He struck out 5, didn't walk anybody, allowed 4 hits, the run he allowed was earned. And he had 18 out of 29 first pitch strikes. And just as impressive was Luke Eldred. He faced 28 batters to 104 pitches. 77 of them were strikes. The notable thing between the pitchers, though, in Mount Vernon's case, they only fouled off 9 of Mason Newhart's pitches, where Monticello fouled off 27 of Luke Eldred's pitches, so 18 more there, and that's pretty much the pitch difference. Eldred allowed 2 runs, but they were both unearned. He struck out 6 and didn't walk anybody. So a quick 1 hour and 28-minute game, when you don't have walks and not many hits, you can get games in that amount of time.
Yep, definitely. So once again, our final score here sees Monticello defeating Mount Vernon 2-1, two 2-1 here in game number 1 from Dyersville. They now await the winner of our next game that's coming up between Beckman and Clayton Ridge Central. As the winner of that game will be meet Monticello on Saturday night, right back here in Dyersville for a 7 o'clock start time. Keep it right here on KMCH. Coming up, we have West Delaware softball as West Delaware takes on Waverly Shellrock. John Swisher and J.D. Vasky will have all the coverage from that one. We'll be checking in with score updates as well from Edco and Macoka Valley and Edgewood, as well as updates from the scores here between Beckman and Clayton Ridge Central. Again, East Buchanan 5-0 winners over Starmont in Edgewood in game number 1 there tonight. And the game you just heard live right here on KMCH, Monticello moves on as they defeat Mount Vernon by a score of 2-1. Thank you to Ashley running all the controls back at the station, as well as Rob Edwards earlier in the broadcast. I want to thank you for listening, as well as a special thank you to our 32 sports boosters here on KMCH, all of our regular sports boosters, as well as our tournament sports boosters, to be able to bring you a great baseball softball on KMCH throughout the summer, as well as the postseason here. And we're just getting started. Again, coming up, John Swisher, Jamie Vasky in Waverly for the Waverly Shellrock West Delaware softball game is coming up at about 7 o'clock. Again, our final score, Monticello 2, Mount Vernon 1. You've been listening to Area High School Baseball Class 2A District 7 action from KMCH Sports. Have a great night.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.